me, and me alone.
Okay.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made.
She's a lady who loves an impressive organ.
You know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here.
Iron?
Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip.
I wonder if there's a way to call the cops.
Isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
I don't care.
I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer, then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory.
You're a nutcase.
It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
You should bite me. Freak job.
This whole story is completely nuts. And what if I helped you to make some other hands just for your automaton?
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need? And I very much doubt you are in any position to create such a perfect pair of hands.
I made the feet.
You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
Canada.
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is. I admit that I underestimated the intricacy of this part of the design.
Intricacy?
A pianist's hands are very important, after all. But enough. Now he has a perfect set of hands.
Don't you understand?
Your
She
passion
doesn't want her
amazes me.
hands on your pianist.
Have you designed any other automatons here?
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge organ.
I don't even need to say
I
anything there.
adapted an existing model, a reject automaton secretary. I reconstructed it and adapted it to this new function.
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius, like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or maybe... I don't know. No.
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long ago.
Which is what I want to do.
Please, excuse me. I have to go now.
And I hate
So
you.
be it.
With a passion. I hate you and I want to see you dead. Alright, cat, just because a cord is dangling does not mean you play with it. Leave the mic alone or I will glare at you sternly. I mean it. Run, you stupid... There we go. I double-clicked the first time. And of course you're safety conscious. We'll only go upstairs at a snail's pace. The hell? This guy's a bloody lunatic. What the hell am I looking at here? Some nutcake's private loony. Young Helena Romanski's crystal clear. Man, she was ugly even if she was young. That is young Helena. Okay. Young Helena Romanski's crystal clear voice moves amateurs and professionals alike. For the night's Voix d'Or festival in Brussels. The young Russian soprano was the revelation of the event. She is an exceptionally talented singer at the age of 20, promising career ahead of her. 20, my butt. Helena Romanski's first number is collected here on this golden disc. Millions of copies which are being sold around the world. Helena Romanski sings to the people. The Great Republic. After Kiev, our diva arrives in Kaliningrad. Ravishing Helena is here with the factory director, Comrade Borodin, and several admirers. Helena Romanski's success in Europe is assured. The great Helena Romanski in Nation's Glory appears and triumphs every night on Europe's most famous stages. Following Milan, Paris, and Vienna, Helena gave an exceptional recital in which her voice was even more powerful and moving than ever. Romanski, at this point, is at the peak of her artistic career. Her recitals this year are exceptional. The highest testimony, the greater is her unforgettable interpretation of Rigoletto, sung with her great friend, the Russian tenor Frank Malkovich. The guy shacked up with our mom? Let us not forget the latter has recently decided to pursue his career in the United States. Yesterday evening, adoring crowds filled the Malachi to say their fond farewells to Helena Romanski, their diva, making her last ever public appearance. Romanski revolutionized lyrical artistry, and her name has already passed into posterity. Through the well of emotion, her fatigue and illness, she merely managed to utter a tearful thank you. Not known at this address. Return to sender. Huh. So what, maybe we call up Mom's mom so she can ask her boy toy? Oh, now we get clear reception, probably.
Hi, Mom?
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I simply got to get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, if it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin, come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you, if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
I knew I'd heard that name.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romanski. She's Russian, too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
Do you know this song? Oh, still. Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romanski once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Was.
Great. Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. Do you know? Oh. Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Oh, what is... Oh, okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arrowbad. But it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And, well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Don't know, don't want to know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. Thanks again. Catch you later.
Catch you later. Awesome. We now know we need to find Arlbad. I wonder if there's any point in telling Dr. McCrazy. Please don't be Dan. Please God, don't be Dan. Please God, don't be Dan.
Hello?
Did I wake you up? I can't sleep at all. This whole business just keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
You should have just dumped him at the start of the game.
Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Really?
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state again. You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
Well, it's true I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Okay, I see. And still no Hans Swirlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me. Hurry home, huh?
That's the
I'll try.
closest he's come to being a
Big
sympathetic
hug, Dan.
character. And even then, he was more concerned about how he looked in front of his stupid peers, but hey. Why, in the name of God, would she think... Why,
Director,
Ah, it is you, Miss Walker.
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God,
as long as she's been
You
in a
have
spa for
found
15
Helena.
years.
that is fantastic.
How can I get to Arrowbad?
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it. But he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle than reaching for the stars.
Or dancing
And you
with them.
think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the
I wish you
space
did.
compound then?
What do you know?
There is a monorail that leads up to the Cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
The Cosmodrome.
Okay, I'm going. Wish me luck.
The Palindrome.
I am counting on you, Miss Walker.
And I don't care what you count on. In fact, you're kind of a douche. This thing's not a monorail. It's clearly moving along a track-type track instead of a rail. But hey... Whoa! Oh, God!
Hello?
Hey! Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia! Great,
Who
just
else
the
would
right
be?
person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arrowbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Comcalsgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
Like you're not
And that's the
shallow and
problem?
stupid like all of the
There
rest
you
of us.
go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
I hate all of you.
Well, it means that
I had a drink or two with Dad, because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No! No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?